can't be fucked with. Hoes ain't talking about nothing. Every time I look up, I'm the topic of discussion. I'm in a fast coupe, you in a bad mood. Funky bitch, you love your pussy in the bathroom. Ew. You gon' meet them halfway. I'm gon' meet them at the bank. I'm the type to make them wait.
Hey my loves, how are you guys feeling today? It is your girl Sincerely Alyssa, and yes, I am back with another video, consistent with it. As you guys can see from the title of this video, we are going to be doing a story time today. A story time that I actually don't even like talking about for real, but I felt like it was a good story to tell. Hopefully it reaches the right audience, hopefully the right people listen, and hopefully y'all listen and we don't judge, because as you see from the title of this video, it's gonna be an interesting story. And like I said, don't judge me, because at this time I think I was like maybe 22, 23 years of age, so do not judge me. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You know, you guys can't get enough of doing it. I can't get enough of saying it, so why not? But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. Vlog, story time, whichever one you want to call it. Oh, and just for the side coincidences, I am going to be rolling up while I talk to y'all about the story, because I just feel like I just need to smoke after this. And this is going to be the story of how I met my ex, why he is the last person I've dated in my life, and we just gonna go from there. But y'all, I am genuinely shaking right now. Like, I feel like the anxiety that's coming out of my voice, like I might not sound like I'm shaking, but like I'm shaking, because it's like reliving some trauma for real. I'm not even gonna lie to you, it's real trauma. While we here, we just gonna go ahead and just throw out our random non-sponsors. But this video is going to be sponsored by Backwoods, okay? Because we do not smoke no swishers, we smoke woods. What? In this video, and we are also gonna be brought to you by Raw, okay? Raw. Wrap them around. Raw. Something is wrong with me. Something is wrong with me. So the first thing I'm just going ahead and get out the way is talking about how we met. Obviously I gotta tell y'all how we met if we gonna get into the story, so let's just go ahead and get into it. So back in, I want to say 2018, 2019 is when we met, but how we met is a friend of mine that I was very close with at the time in school. She was dating his brother, so obviously like they're already all locked in. And then like this is around when COVID was about to like happen, so like we all just keeping to each other. We all cool, calm, collected, and like we all just chilling as like a group or whatever. So at the time he was living in Indianapolis and I was living in Terre Haute, because I was still in school, but I also had my own apartment. So when he was staying in Indianapolis, I guess he got kicked out the house by his mom or something. So my friend asked me if he could stay on my couch for a little bit until he gets on his feet, because where she was staying at, she wasn't able to, because she had a roommate and the roommate wasn't fucking with him. I should have took the sign. I should have said it was a reason why she wasn't messing with him, because it had to be something. Okay, so yeah, he gets kicked out of his mom's house and he has nowhere else to go, so I end up letting him spend the night on my couch, like just, you know, just sleeping. We're all just, you know, like getting drunk, woo, woo, woo. One thing leads to another, and that's just, I don't know. We just started talking from there, like the deep conversations and stuff like that. I thought he was a good guy. I really did. And then, you know, his brother was cool, let me say, because I didn't know his family at the time. But everybody was all cool. It was like a group. Like it was just me, her boyfriend, him. So it was kind of just like, why not? Whatever, the vibes was there, everything was good, we was all kicking it. COVID happened, mind you. We're locked in my home, literally locked in my home. So every day the only person I'm talking to for real is him. The only person I'm seeing on a daily basis is him. So I kind of think that we kind of just grew together, if I'm being honest. I don't think there was really no connection now that I like sit and talk about it out loud. I don't think that there was really a connection other than just like physical attraction for real. I think that we were just sheltered in a house together, so why not? I think that was really the situation. But obviously, being that young and naive and dumb for real, I didn't think nothing of it. I'm thinking I actually like the dude, I'm actually in love or whatever, you know, just doing my thing. So that's when the bad stuff starts happening. I let the guy in my house, I let him into my life, I let him into my world, and he completely shook it up. I mean, completely shook it up. So basically, that's how we met. We just met through a mutual friend and just took it from there. As for a couple, like I think maybe weeks or maybe a month, I'll give it a week or maybe a month, he got comfortable. Like, he just eating all my food, he not paying no bills, he not contributing to anything, not putting nothing in the house, not cooking nothing, just being there, just being a person. Not even an innocent bystander, because ain't nothing innocent about him. Just being a bystander, just standing there, just doing nothing, just not even helping me do nothing. So boom, like we're just talking, and I don't know, I just possessed, like I think I just asked him or something, what are we, like what, like are we dating, are we together, like what's really going on between us? Because I just think that we're just hanging out every day and like having couple activity, but not like putting no name on it or nothing. So he eventually tells me, I want to take it to the next level. Whoa. I'm like, all right, bet. So I asked him, and this is the part that be killing me the most about it. I asked this man, are you sure you want to be in a relationship? Are you ready to cut off all your hoes? Because I knew he had all them hoes. I mean, I had my own little thing going on because we weren't nothing for real. So I understand that. But you gave me the okay. You said that you were ready to move to the next step. And then you start messing up. What you mean? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. So after we became official is when he wanted to start showing himself, like showing who he really was and what he was capable of doing, I guess. So yeah, that's when things started going down, basically, when he gave me the okay to be the girlfriend. Why, like, I kid you not, I think it was maybe a day or two later, like literally a day or two later, a girl calls his phone, and I think he had sent it straight to voicemail, whatever. Being me and being who I am, I went through that phone. I did not care, and I would do it again, because what I seen in that phone was absolutely crazy. This man had the audacity to tell this girl, oh, this girl ain't nobody to me, she ain't nothing, we just make porn videos together. How dare you? Number one, how dare you tell somebody that I make porn? I respect myself, okay? I am a woman, a lady, okay? I don't judge anybody in the world to do what they do. However you make your money, that has nothing to do with me. But me, I will never be a porn star. I would never even fix my mouth to do, it's crazy. The audacity, the disrespect. I let you lay on my couch. I took you in. And you gonna call me a porn star? Okay. I kicked him out the house that day. I really did. I wasn't going for nothing. I did not want anything to do with this man. I didn't want nothing to do with this man. Nothing to do with this man. I kicked him out the house or whatever. And honestly, I didn't even give him much of an argument. I didn't give him much of a reason. I don't even think he really cared for real. So what are we arguing for? That's where you wanted to be? Be there. But I kicked him out the house, and I really did think that was going to be the end of everything, but I really don't remember how we got back together, but we ended up getting back together. So fast forward, a couple months later, my lease expires, and now it's time for us to move. So we moved to Indianapolis, and we moved with this other couple. He was a friend to this guy or whatever, and he had a girlfriend, and they was in the same situation as us. They was trying to move, but money was low because of COVID. Like, I wasn't really working, he wasn't working at all, so like it's really just on my money, but I still have, you know, other bills to tend to. So I'm being real smart with my money. So we decided to like room with these people that he knew, and that was another lesson learned in itself. I mean, I like the girl. Me and the girl are actually still cool. It's just seeing other couples and how they live and stuff like that, just I cannot do that. That was a story in itself. I actually might do a story time about that too, because that was crazy. Yeah, going back to him, we ended up moving to Indianapolis and things really didn't get no better. I genuinely don't know why I stayed with this man. I like literally, as I talk to y'all right now, I'm questioning me as a person. What made you stay with him so long? But we're gonna get into all of that. We are now living in the house with this other couple or whatever, and the way that him, like, he kept getting into it with the other couple, mind you, it wasn't me, it was him. He kept starting problems and stuff like that, and just, I don't know, whatever. But the other couple had their stuff going on, and like it would affect us in a way because what was going on over there was just so bad. And I don't know, like we just had to move out. So we eventually cut our lease, paid them what they needed, and we got up out of there. Like I couldn't even do it no more. But at the time, like, we wasn't really thinking, and what I was thinking at the time was like, mentally, I can't handle this no more. Like, they're fighting every day. He's beating her. Like, he pushed her down the stairs one day. Like, I just could not do it, and I couldn't involve myself in a relationship. I didn't know them, and as many times as I spoke to the girl, like telling her like, this is not what you deserve, woo, 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 I can't help somebody who don't want to be helped for real. So I had to just take myself out that equation as a whole, but didn't really think about the effects of it at the time. Cutting the lease, and we spent the money to get our names off the lease. Well, now we don't have nowhere to go because money is tight. So we end up staying with his mother for, I want to say, like a couple weeks before that turned bad. Mind you, I don't know what made me do this. At this point in my life, I was thinking like I should have just went home. Like, I have a mom who loves me and stuff like that and will open her doors to me. I just didn't want to leave him out there by myself. Like, I'm just a person of, I can't just leave my significant other out there. Like, if he gonna struggle, we're gonna struggle together, and we're gonna make it together type of person. That's just me, but it ain't me no more. Understand that it's not me no more. Okay, so boom, we're literally all getting along. Like, when I kid you not, like, me and his mom, we was watching the movies together, we would babysit together, we would cook together, clean, everything like that. Like, we was cool. I knew their relationship wasn't the best because he always told me and how I met him. He got kicked out of his mom's house and this and that. And they told me about her past, but that had nothing to do with me. So I didn't want to judge her. I just wanted to get my own, like I just needed my own impression from her, for real. I don't need y'all telling me how she is. Let me learn for myself. Baby, I learned, okay? One day, me and the boy, we got into like a really bad argument or something like that. To a point where I had confided in his brother, because he had put his hands on me or whatever. So I had told his brother what happened, woo, woo, woo. And he ended up telling their mom or something like that. So when I came back to the house and she was telling my boyfriend at the time, like, she told me that you did this, this, and that. And I said, no, I didn't. Wait, what are you talking about? She was like, oh, you gonna sit here and lie? Like, you didn't say all that? I said, no, what you're missing the whole point. I confided in his brother. I never wanted to let his mother know about our situation. And I feel like that's what she wasn't understanding. I needed you to understand, because what he, in his mind, he's mad at me for telling you something that I literally never told you. His brother told you that. That's not my fault. That's not my problem. So she's sitting here yelling at me saying, you're a liar, when all in reality, I'm not a liar, because I didn't tell you anything. I confided in his brother, somebody that I've known for 2 years prior to him, and he went to tell you. The whole point was for you not to know. If I wanted you to know, I would have called you and I would have told you. And that's what she wasn't understanding. So that was a situation I also had to just take myself away from. Just honestly, just boom. But even with that situation, I still didn't go home. Like, I still didn't want to give up on him. So eventually we just end up staying in a hotel for like, I think 2 or 3 weeks. And then I got COVID. So I couldn't work. We all know he wasn't finna work. So now we're just in a bind, for real. Literally living in this hotel. Like I said, I have COVID, so it's really not too much I can do. Like, I really can't work. At that point, my mom had to help us pay to live, for real. Like, I mean, I was paying for food and stuff, but as far as like hotel, I don't know if y'all ever stayed in a hotel, but hotels is not cheap. Y'all thinking that little 2-3 night weekend stuff is something. Imagine staying in a hotel for an entire month when you have COVID and you literally can't even work. I couldn't even work. I was getting stimulus checks, but how much was them stimulus checks really gonna be? Come on now. So anyway, we're staying in the hotel, and I don't know, I think this is where I started to get tired. I think that I started to get to that point where I'm like, I can't do this no more. Mind you, I think we were together for about 2 years, no, a year at that point. We had only been together for a year, and it's just been a lot, like a lot of cheating, a lot of it was a lot. Okay, it was a lot of stuff going on in that relationship that I was just fed up. Like, I didn't even feel like fighting for it no more. So the day that I told him, hey, I'm just ready to go home. I think that I'm gonna go home. I want us to be with my mom. I just want to be better, and we can still be together. We can work on things. We just can't stay together right now. Tell me why this man already had a backup plan to meet somebody as soon as I left. I didn't even tell you that I was leaving yet, and you already got a girl that you're planning on being with. Like, how crazy are you? For real. Like, to do, like, and then I would see all these signs and would do nothing about it. That, I think that to this day, it makes me so mad that I didn't trust myself enough to leave this man alone. Like, he was really no good for me, and I don't know how I did not see it all them years, for real. So after I figured out that he already had a girl lined up, I took myself home, because honestly, it wasn't no point of me continuously fighting for this relationship. I'm the only one putting money in. I'm the only one contributing to actually caring. I'm the only one putting in some type of effort for this to be a relationship. I'm the only one trying to make sure we stay together. I'm the only one doing this. I'm the only one doing that. Why am I doing all of this? Why? Like, literally, why? I didn't even have a explanation for myself anymore. And as soon as that, like, I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't. My mom, she came and picked me up at the time because he had totaled my car. I didn't even tell y'all about that. Like, that's another thing in itself. Like, I had a car that was fully paid off, and he totaled that car. Didn't help me put no money down, didn't do anything, didn't do nothing. So yeah, mom had to come pick me up. We came back home. I ended up staying with her, and I got a job, of course. My brother helped me get a job where one of his friends was working at, and it was really good money. It was like really good money. And I ended up meeting a guy up there, and I knew I wasn't supposed to, but in my mind, since he did all that stuff, like, I'm done. I can't do it no more. It is what it is. Like, I done put up so much fight for somebody to not fight back for me, so I just gave it a chance to find somebody new. Ended up finding this really cool guy. Like, he was a decent guy or whatever. His family was all into church. His family invited me to everything. He was sweet. But I think that I was so hurt and I was so traumatized by literally everything that had just happened to me that I hurt him, and he didn't deserve that, but he still gave me a chance. So I'm riding with the chance or whatever. Like, you know, we was doing really good. I think I had fell asleep over his house one night. I had got like really, not like really drunk, but like we had a couple drinks that night, and I just didn't feel like driving home. So I spent the night over at his house. I don't know why or how my location was still on with my ex, but my location was still on, and he physically pulled up to the house that I was at, like with the dude and everything. He has my location, but he doesn't, like you know, iPhones, like, y'all don't have no accurate location. Like, it's not gonna tell you exactly which house they in. They just in this area. So he going from house to house, like walking in people's backyards and looking through their windows and stuff. I'm honestly surprised nobody shot this man in the area that we live in, but he got lucky by the grace of God. But anyway, he just going through all these people's houses, looking through the windows, woo woo woo. And I guess he couldn't see anything through the window, so he started knocking on doors. He eventually gets to the house that I'm in. He knocking on the door, talking about something. Is Alyssa in here? They come back and come and get me. And he like, what are you doing in here? Woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, what are you doing here? We broke up. Why are you here? Why are you around? So he's trying to fight the guy I'm there with and his father. He's trying, like, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna just get in the car. And I think that was the wrong move to do at the time, but I just did not want anybody to fight. It was 3 in the morning at the time. I'm still, like, I just got woken up out my sleep. Okay, I didn't want nothing to go on. So I just got in the car, we drove off, and he thought that I left with him. Obviously that was the wrong move, but yeah. So that guy ended up not talking to me, and I ended up going back home with my ex, like all the way back to Indianapolis after I just drove all the way back to Chicago. I don't know what was wrong with me. I do not know what was wrong with me, but that is not the end of the story. I ended up moving back home with him, getting an apartment for him actually, because he didn't have any money. Again, got whipped up into that. Mind y'all, I didn't even tell y'all about the car that we got together, and when I was here at home and he wasn't able to afford it, I was still paying the car note for a car that I wasn't driving for months. Mind you, he came and picked me up in that same car. Then I went back and we got I got the apartment. And yeah, but I made sure to put his name on it because if I wanted to leave, I didn't want no ties to the apartment. I didn't want nothing to do with it. And even if nobody was paying rent, it wasn't going to affect me anyway because I was tired of being that doormat for him, for real. So we're in the apartment. We're just, you know, like just trying to have a happy life. Emphasis on trying. But I don't think that it was, I think that it was all fake for real. I really do. But it is what it is. So move in the apartment and I get a job. I get 2 jobs actually. Fuck 1 job. I got 2 and he only had 1, but I mean at least he had a job. So like he's still, you know, like we're working. He's working. We're doing our thing, trying to get back to a point. It was one day I came back home from the 2nd job and it was 2 women in the house on the bed that I bought. When I knew I didn't crash out on them girls, that's how I knew I really didn't care about that man no more. I did not crash out on them. All I did was say good night and I went in the next room. I didn't even care. That's how I knew I was over this man. Like I know in my head I was slowly plotting my exit strategy. I'm not a loud person with it. I'm definitely gonna plan, and then I'm gonna let it happen. You're not gonna know what's gonna happen because all you're gonna try to do was convince me not to be there. I mean, to stay and probably work. Really not perfectly rolled, but I'm over here talking to y'all, trying to curl my blunt, but hey, this gonna get the job done, period. Yeah, this is when I get to a point where like I was tired for real. I was not even wanting to be in the relationship, so I think I just checked out. I think I was just more so just waiting to like stack my money and get up out of there with my jobs. So it was one day that we had went to his brother's house at the time, and they just wanted to have like a whole bunch of games, and we just wanted to have like some fun and some drinks and stuff like that. We get all the way there to the house, and like literally on the way there, like we're arguing in the car. So like I'm trying to like just, okay, whatever, I'm trying to finish this argument so we don't affect everybody else's day for real. But it ended up getting to a point like we were arguing outside the car, so we're kind of just like not controllable at that point. So we arguing in front of everybody. I mean, literally all his family. So just, I mean, it is what it is. So he actually slaps me in front of all of them, and they checked him. Like he spit at me and all types of stuff. Like they checked him. They was like, bro, you doing too much. And I'm just like sitting here yelling. Like I've been telling y'all for the longest that he's been doing this, but nobody wanted to believe me. Y'all wanted to sit here and think that I was being dramatic, this and that. But now y'all see it in 4K reality television set right here in front of your face. Like I know it is some girls out here who make stuff up like that, but I'm not one of them. I got away from this man, so why do I need to make up a lie to leave him? What? But so I don't know if they thought that I was not telling the truth, or they didn't want to believe that that was his character or whatever, but they seen it like for firsthand themselves that day, and they did not, it wasn't cool. I think it took like maybe like a week later after that, but I took him, like I dropped him off at work and I told him I was not coming back. I told him I was not picking you up from work. I told you I'm taking the car because you haven't been making payments anyway. I've been making the payments, so I'm going to take the car. And I drove home and I never came back. I did not go back to him. I barely even wanted to respond to him, but because we had that car together, like, you're gonna make half these payments, I'm gonna make half the payments, we're gonna do this. But of course he wasn't never making the payments to a point where I had to get rid of the car and get a whole new car, because we're not tying my name to you no more. Moving forward, like, he wasn't wanting to take payments for the car or nothing like that, so I just took the car, I took onto the payments, got a new car, just left it at that. But I feel like that relationship, because I honestly didn't even go 100% into detail for real on every single thing that went on in that relationship, because it's like, even though I am telling like a story time, I also have to be respectful to myself. I don't want to tell every little thing, because not every relationship is pretty perfect. You're not gonna paint you no pretty picture, but I basically gave y'all the rundown on why we broke up, for real. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I think the biggest thing that I learned from that relationship was to stop forgiving so easily. Like, and I still have that problem to this day, where I feel like I have to I forgive, but at what cost? Like, when I sit back and think about that relationship and what it's done to me mentally, it really it affected my whole life. Not my whole life, but it affected a very drastic period. Like, it was rough. Like, when I met him, I was 155 pounds. By the time I left that man, I was 109 pounds. That should tell you a lot. Like, women, do not sell yourself short, for real. Do not sell yourself short, because you are the prize. Do not let them manipulate you to feeling like they love you, because they don't, for real. I'm not saying that every man is the same, but majority, they don't love you for real. They love what you do for them, and that's not okay. Relationship with this dude, like, I took you in when I really didn't have to. I didn't know you for real. I did a lot for you, and I think that a lot of my relationships are like that. Like, I do a lot for people and they see that I'm going to do a lot for them, but moving forward, I cannot do it. So what I learned from that relationship is, like I said, don't forgive so easily. See the red flags and see them through. Like, don't just see them and be like, okay, well, I can fix that. Not every situation has a solution to the problem. You're not always going to be that girl to change that man, especially a man who don't want to be changed. Just let that man be, for real. 9 times out of 10, they're going to destroy you before you help them. They're going to take you down before you build them up. Don't let them get that power from you, sis. Don't do it. For the longest, I had to convince myself that I was beautiful. I had to convince myself that my weight was enough. I had to convince myself this, and that. But even as y'all can see, like, when I talk in my videos, I say that I need to get my weight up. And in a way, it does have something to do with him. Like, he told me I was too skinny, this, and that. But in all reality, I really wasn't. I just wasn't your tea because you had another girl in your mind. But you tried to destroy me. For what? Like, when I go back and I think about all the times or all the stories that I wanted to tell you guys today, like, for my very first story time, I had to think about if I really wanted to share this one because of how traumatic it was for me. Like, again, I can't express how much I did not go into detail with this relationship. Like, that wasn't even really the half of it, but majority of it was just how we started, how we ended, and this is why I just don't date to this day. Like, I feel like I'm continuously impacted by that, and what kills me is to this day he still tries to get with me. Like, he still tries to, oh, we can make things work, this you. Why would I want to do that? After I done built myself back up from all the damage that you've created, why would I go backwards? What are you contributing? What are you doing? You haven't elevated at all. And as a matter of fact, you're still talking to the same people that you cheated on me with. Yes, people. I don't want to sit here and say that he's the reason why I don't date no more, but he's the reason why I am very cautious with people moving forward. So moving forward, ladies, do not sell yourself short. Even men, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's just women that this happens to. Men, people, don't sell yourself short. You know your worth, you know what you're capable of, and you know your potential. Do not let the possibility of loving someone affect you. That's why I'm taking this year to just completely learn myself all over again. This is the year of me. Like, when I keep saying full circle, it's literally full circle. It's literally full circle for me. I'm literally relearning myself, reinventing myself, rebranding myself. And the person who I want to be, and if it comes out to be that person that I've always hoped to be, these men ain't gonna be able to handle big mamas. They're not gonna be able to handle me, cause I'm every woman is all in me. Yo, I can read your thoughts right now. No, but for real, that's all I really have for this video, this vlog, this story time, this session. I'm about to smoke and eat and have a chill day. I don't know where y'all are at or what time this video is gonna be dropping, but it's negative degrees outside. I am not going nowhere. When I tell you the blood, the bed, the boo, all of that. So again, thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, there will be new videos coming soon. As you guys see, I've been back to back with it. I'm not gonna let y'all down this year, I promise. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. You know you can't get enough of doing it. I can't get enough of saying it, so why not? I think that you guys just like to hear me talk sometimes. But make sure you guys have a great night. Stay warm out there. Love you lots. Sincerely, Alyssa.
In a fast coupe, you in a bad mood. Funky bitch, you love your pussy in the bathroom. Ew. You gon' meet them halfway. I'm gon' meet them at the bank. I'm the type to make them wait.